It's
Yeah.
like it's getting closer to closer into that transfer window, and it's not looking good. But
No.
we're only what 5 games in, aren't we,
Yeah.
into the season? So to hit that panic button straight away, it'd be a bit disastrous. And I know some fans are already doing it as well.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, this season's not been the great of starts, but it's still early on. Still 5 games in. I think we could turn it around if we get maybe a player in or two. Um, yeah, I still think we could turn it around because I believe that it's not Martin, it's the recruitment and the owner's style of play. Because I don't think the players know how to work and make that style of play work. You know what I mean?
And then you've got like Jarvis, haven't you? Which is he's a good player, but does he come across as like and he can score a really good goal and everything else, but does he come across as like being a bit too lethargic in games and probably in training as well? And that may be a reason why he's not getting picked.
Well, yeah, because apparently, like before the season started, well, it wasn't even before the season. It was like I think it was like maybe after the Salford game. Apparently, Martin said that he was injured. But then his girlfriend came out on I think one of the comments in the TikTok. Someone asked her if he was injured, and she said no, he's not. So we don't know what's going on really. But
It's one of them who is right or not. But going back to Patterson, when he was asked about Jarvis, he says, I can't talk about everybody's injury problems. And then
yeah,
went on and talked about people's injury problems as well. So, we paid a fee from him from all. And Traore is another one we haven't seen much of as well.
yeah.
Maybe Jarvis will start like next week in the Virtue Cup. Maybe Traore might get a start out in there.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not going to that game because yeah, it's like the Carabao Cup. I don't really care about it really.
It's like, so at Lincoln, he might get a start, but he's good enough to be on that bench.
No.
Yeah, maybe not all players are like, want to be like over try. Like some players, they'll over try. Like take for instance Gordon. Right, I think Gordon's got better this season, but like last last season he'd over try and make mistakes.
Yeah. And I think last season he's only made like really two. You could put in a crossing and then you have to wait another 50 for him to make a good one. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, more shocking figures was about fitness. I don't think we're any fitter this season than
yeah,
we was last season. I think
yeah,
we've got the same fitness levels as we had under Luke Williams in that season we came back into the league, where we'd play a good 45 minutes and then we'd sit back on a lead.
yeah,
And then we did that under Maynard as well, where we'd have a first half lead. Even if it was
yeah,
1-0, we'd be sitting back the second half.
yeah. And I
Uh,
think it's like last year as well. Also, like we're sitting on this league, then if a team scores or takes a lead in that game, we always try to get another one like around in the 80th minute, going towards the closing stage of the game, and it's already too late because we sat back all that time to defend that lead, and now the opposition are winning. I think it's a bit too late if you're trying to score that early. Well, not early, but that late into the game.
well, like Walsall at home, we dropped 2 points, didn't we? Bromley at home, we dropped 2 points. And they're 4 points. In the bigger scale of thing, them 4 points at the end of the season could have made a bigger difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Newport at home 0-0. Crew 0-0.
That was a dreadful game, that Newport game.
Oh yeah,
To me, I can always remember that game is that
yeah.
in front of the family stand, McGoldrick with his shot, and it looked like,
Oh,
I don't know, I got this impression that day is like they was missing on purpose.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like sort of, are they doing this on purpose? And I was like,
Yeah.
I was that was one of the thinking. But then the Harrogate game was a couple of weeks later, weren't it? End of October, and I came away from it. We won that 1-0, and I was like, it didn't feel like a win.
Yeah, because if I'm correct by saying Jota scored the goal.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I was like, when I came out soon, it was like, did we really win that?
and as we've been talking about Maynard, he's been appointed along with João Alvarez as the New York City manager and assistant manager. I was
Yeah.
totally shocked this morning that they'd sacked their manager.
Yeah.
And then my lad came running out to me this afternoon and he goes, guess who's got the York City job? He goes, Maynard, Alves.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no. But I wish him the
Yeah.
best of luck. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the problems at Notts are the recruitment and they're not necessarily the head coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just a tricky one because I know. I mean, I've already commented on the York City page earlier and said, I'm sorry, like, I don't think you'll get promoted this year. But time will tell, really, because I know it'll probably be different there than us because it was like the owners telling them what to do. So maybe as he's the manager now, he gets to like, sign the players he wants or play the style that he wants. So maybe you'll do well there.
Would you
Time will
think
only
he'll
tell.
come knock in for some Notts players then? Who are on like not in the match day 18
Yeah,
on
apart
the
from me.
fringes of the squad? Do you think they'll come in because the National League don't have a transfer
Well, I think
window? I think they can sign all the way through, can't they?
no, I think they can only sign up until like March, I believe. I think it's March. That's their deadline, I believe. Yeah, but they can sign anyone up until I think March.
So it'd be interesting if he comes back to Notts for some players on loan and do
Or you or to buy
or to buy.
because we don't know how much money York has.
Yeah, York might put a bid in for Yatta. Jatta, not Yatta. Why am I saying Yatta?
Yeah,
Let's say we get back to the Tranmere game. A Tranmere is
yeah,
one of them teams where you look forward to that fixture. You know what I mean? And over the years,
mm,
we played 49 games and the wins are equal. So
yeah,
Tranmere got 20 wins in the fixture over the since 1933. Notts County got 20 wins and there's been 9 draws. And the first ever fixture with Tranmere Rovers against Notts was a 2-1 loss to Notts in the FA Cup.
yeah,
But the first time before that, they was all FA Cup games we played Tranmere. The
yeah.
first time we ever played them in the league was 1958, and that was a 1-1
Yeah,
draw.
yeah.
I mean, we're not going it. Tranmere are in better form than what we are.
They're still undefeated. Yeah,
We're sort of like picking up an odd point here and there. We're not on firing on all cylinders at the minute. I mean, that will come. I just think that's probably going to be a bit later in the season. Probably like a bit like what Bradford did last season. The
yeah,
start don't have the best to start, and then probably around Christmas kick on and just keep going. You know what I mean? I'd rather be like that than what we've had in the last couple of seasons, where we start off well, you've got all that expectation, and then end of October it frazzles out, and then you get it back in December for a few weeks and
yeah,
January, and then you get to February, it starts frazzling out again, and it's like happens like a slow death, like dying towards the end of
yeah.
the season. You know what I mean? Either finishing in the playoffs or just outside the playoffs. I'd rather go the opposite way around and start off badly, and then as we go in along, pick momentum up and finish the season stronger.
I mean, I don't think we're going to get a pipe there at the end of the season if we do get third.
I'd take third at the end of the season. You know what I mean? If we did like the
Yeah,
same, Doncaster went on an amazing run towards the end of the season, so you don't necessarily
yeah.
have to be there all season.
No, but I don't think we're gonna get a plate like Bradford did.
We're not going to get a plate. Or will we go for the trophy then? We go for first and second, then no plate, no plate required.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just get a runners-up medal instead.
I mean, last year when we played Tranmere at home,
Oh, I can remember that game well.
that Saturday afternoon, I can remember it being
Yeah,
cold. I can remember it being cold. And I can
yes.
remember, I think on my page, on my TikTok, there's a video, and weren't really doing vlogs, match day vlogs then. And I
No,
can
I
remember
was.
going down at half time and recording this video. I think I posted it straight away. And I was like saying, well, I don't know how we're not losing.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that video. Yeah,
Because
I can remember the game. Yeah. So
they should have been like 2 up by half time.
yeah, because I think they had those two great chances at the end, didn't they?
Yeah, there was one where the ball crossed in and he
Yeah.
headed it just
The
by the left-hand side
crossbar.
of the post, right-hand side.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, how did he miss that?
I know. I mean, we was kind of lucky with the second goal though. Jata's goal on the floor.
Yeah. But you got to
So
get them wins. But they was very unlucky.
yeah, I think they were still really better than us in the second half. You know, to be fair.
Yeah, I
I mean,
thought
I
they
know
would have
we
got an equaliser in that game.
that
Didn't they?
draws. Yeah,
Didn't they have one disallowed? Am I thinking wrong game where there was one was disallowed?
I think they did. You know.
I'm sure I can remember something like the thinking they equalised and
Yeah, was it last
the flag
like
was up or something.
was it in added time at the end of the second half?
Possibly.
Didn't they get a free kick or something like that?
Gonna have to go and have a look back. That's rattling my brain. It was either that or the Carlo game. It was one of the two. I'm thinking
Yeah,
it's a Tranmere one.
yeah,
I mean, the corresponding fixture away at Tranmere last year, which was at the beginning, first game of the season, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yep.
0-0.
0-0. A long way to go for a 0-0 draw.
I'm hoping it doesn't be 0-0 again.
See, I can't say County are going to win. I can't see us
No,
winning.
no, I can't either.
So I'm going to go possibly more for a 1-1 draw than anything else.
Yeah,
I don't like draws, but I'd take a draw. I think that'd be a
yeah,
good point.
yeah. Because if you can't get free, you would rather take one than 0. Because that 1 point could be crucial towards the end of the season to
Yeah.
where you are in the league. So yeah, I'll take a point against a good Tranmere side so far.
I mean, I know there's Tranmere fans, wads that I know and everything, and I've been looking around, and
Yeah,
everyone's going for a Tranmere win.
yeah,
But there's also a lot of people saying it's going to be a low scoring game as
yeah. I
well.
can see that. I can see that. Yeah. I mean,
But
hopefully, Notts can get more than one.
but tomorrow for Saturday could be one of them games where not start firing on all cylinders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think that 0-0. I remember I think we still had some decent chances to score, but it was just unlucky not to score. And I don't really think Tranmere played that well. If I'm honest, if I'm if I remember right, I don't really think Tranmere played that well against us at their place last year. I think we were the better side.
And who's the referee this weekend?
And the referee is Zach Kettle.
Is he the really young one? He's quite young.
Yeah, yeah, because he refereed us against, when we won 2-0 away at Carlisle last year.
Yeah.
And he's refereed Tranmere as well. I think they lost 3-2 to Harrogate. So in this new season, 2025-26, he's referee 2 League 2 games and 2 League Cup games. In League 2, he's given out 9 yellow cards and no second yellows, no reds. In League Cup, he's gave out 1 yellow card, 1 red card, 2 appearances. Across his whole, like, throughout the whole time he's been refereeing, he's gave out 13, well, he has 13 appearances in League 2, 58 yellow cards and 2 reds. League 1, 4 appearances, 8 yellows, 0 reds. In the League Cup, 2 appearances, 1 yellow and 1 red.
Some interesting stats there, sorry. You could
Yeah.
have moved my mic fast enough. I don't know what we. I don't know. I still think you ain't got to play the referee or like worry about how many red cards or yellow cards he's given out because you don't play the referee. I know they can impact the decisions, and usually do,
And the results, yeah.
and results. But I don't know. Am I worried about tomorrow on Saturday's game? Yeah. Are we playing well enough to be an informed side? Probably not. But is it
No,
unlike Notts to go and pull a
do the unthinkable.
yeah?
I can also remember when we lost 4-2. I think there was a was it a New Year? Was it the 1st of January? That game 4-2. Because
Mm,
I think Luke Williams left. Was it a week later? He went to Swansea, didn't
that was a sweet when he went to Swansea.
he? Yeah, I remember that one. But yeah, I don't see
Yeah, it
us
was New
winning that
Year's
game.
Day.
Yeah, I can't really see us winning that, to be fair. But Notts and football are 2 things that you can't predict at the end of the day. Because I said we was going to win games, they lose. I said we was going to lose games, they won. So Sam, we can only see what happens after that 90 minutes, really, can't we?
Yeah, it's gonna be interested on Saturday, and
Yeah,
not set up how we actually play. Because last year when we went away, we played better than we did at home.
yeah, I thought we did. Yeah,
But in games where we go 1-0 down, we don't really come back and turn it over.
no,
So I think if we score first, then we're going to be in a better position. But I still think it's going to be a draw. I think it'd be a 1-1 draw.
yeah, me too. 1-1 draw. Yeah.
So
I can't see us
yeah.
beating Tranmere. So. But maybe we'll see. Time will tell.
Who would you say had scored a goal?
Matt Dennis.
Matt Dennis. So if Jata, say his back spasm was cleared up,
Magic.
does he come back into the side? Do you play Dennis and Jata together? Or does Jata come off the bench?
Yeah.
These are all hypotheticals. Or does Dennis drop to the bench?
I can't see Dennis dropping to the bench because he's been on good form. I think is it 4 goals in 3 games? Is
He's
it
got 5, hasn't he, altogether for the
5? Oh
season
yeah,
so
5.
far?
Yeah, so he's been on good form really. So I can't really see Patterson dropping a player that's on good form, scoring the goals. But then with Jack coming back, we could play a 2 up front, but not tend to not really play 2 strikers up front. So
Yeah, that's the
I
other
think
thing, not playing to.
Jack will probably be on the bench coming on for like Dennis or something.
I mean, if you can keep Jata, and you've got Dennis as well, I think they'd be an amazing pair together,
Yeah,
playing on the same pitch. But then you're going to have
but I
to
can't.
change who's in midfield around a bit, aren't you?
Yeah, and I can't really see the style of play that Ionis have. We're going to ever play a 2 striker up front. So
See, I think Jody's better on the wing
yeah,
than
I
playing a
can't.
number 10.
I know he. I think that Cardiff pre-season game, he looked alright in the number 10 role, but ever since then he's been like, I don't think it's going to work because you can see when he has the ball in the middle, he goes always tries to go out on the wings, but then obviously, yeah,
But
I
then
can't see it
if you
work.
don't play him at wing back and you put him in midfield, you got to sacrifice somebody in midfield.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But I think he can hurt. He can hurt sides more out on the wing.
yeah,
But then being in the number 10 role, does it protect him from like having being kicked about on the park a lot, like he was in the Gillingham game last season where he got injured?
yeah. I mean, personally, I still think he hasn't been the same since that injury, and
No.
you can still see people are trying to injure him again because he. Don't get me wrong, he is a good player at his time, but most recently he's not really been looking that good, to be honest.
Yeah, he got some. How would you put it? You can't say
Stick,
dark arts, would you? But you'd say he got
no,
some tackles put into him against Shrewsbury at home
and Bromley. Yeah.
and Bromley as well. I think more of the brutal ones. Well, there was the one down near the touchline where the player went through the back of him. Okay, he won the ball, but Ajata won the ball in the playoff semi-final. It still got set off.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's
So
more. I mean, I don't think it was this thing that he did. I think it was his reaction that got the red. Because personally, I think if he didn't do the reaction, I think that could have been possibly yellow.
yeah, but the reaction was after he got showed the first red card, wasn't
Yeah, we could see that he was getting annoyed though even before that free kick because he got pulled right on his shirt, didn't he, by the defender?
it? Yeah. But then there was the incident. Was it the MK Dons game? Or was it? I think it was a Carlisle game, wasn't it? Where he was getting pulled about.
Yeah, and didn't he end up? Did he push in the referee
I
or
think he,
said
he,
something
he
to the
flicked
referee?
his arms out, didn't he? And
Yeah,
he caught the referee. I can't remember which game it was. So I can remember him playing in white. I don't think it was. It might have been the Salford game.
well, it
And
could
was
have
it
been
the
quite
Salford
well.
game?
Yeah, it might have done, yeah. But I can't really remember that. I can remember he did it, but I can't really remember what team he played
So
against.
Twitter went a bit mad. Not necessarily Saturday, but Sunday and Monday over Bromley celebration and where they celebrated
Yeah,
and how they
yeah.
celebrated.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if it was in front of their fans, yeah, I get it, celebrating like that. But if it's the like other teams' fans, I don't agree with it. And not the way they went at it as well, in front of where
The disabled
uh,
supporters was, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah,
I mean, you would have thought you scored there. You would have thought they would have ran over to their home end, well, where their away fans was. And do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Because I get if they do it to the away fans, obviously scored a goal, a late goal that would get them a point. I would understand if you do it at their full away fans there, but don't do it in front of our home fans because what happens if someone went up to them and just punched someone in the face? Then what are you going to do then? I know obviously he's going to get banned, but that's what you like. I know no one did it on Saturday, but yeah, that's what really is going to happen if celebrate like that. Because didn't I know this is not Notts related, but do you know when Ipswich played Birmingham and then Ipswich scored that late penalty and they were celebrating and a Birmingham fan tried to punch the Ipswich fan. No,
Yeah, the
Ipswich
Ipswich
player.
player. Yeah, I never get
Yeah,
that as like I'm an older Notts County fan, and I never sort of get that like that feel of that urge to like run on the pitch or like go and say something to a player. Yes, shout it
yeah,
from you see
stands.
from the stands and everything else, but it's physically like to go out and do that. Then that's a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So we.
I know, and
Oh,
also
sorry.
I know this is way back, but I think I know it's Birmingham again, but when Birmingham played Aston Villa, when this Birmingham fan punched Jack Grealish, I think it was by his neck, I think.
Yeah, you can't condone any of that, and I don't see the point in it. And what does it achieve? It gets the person banned from football for
Yeah,
X amount of
life.
years, probably like a bit of time away as well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I don't understand it, and I don't know whether some things in politics, what's going off at the minute, is like I remember when the football fans we used to wait on quarters, like when football hooligans
yeah,
was like
yeah,
a
yeah,
big thing back in the day.
yeah,
And I think that's starting to creep back in. Probably not in the same way as it was back then,
yeah. But
but
yeah, I know what you mean.
you just feel like there's a bit of that sort of creeping back into the game again.
Yeah, because obviously, I know it's not really a thing, but last season when we was at Fleetwood, some little, what was it,
Yeah, there was
kids
probably just stones at the bus, weren't
throwing
there?
stones at the bus. Yeah, yeah.
And the
And if
police
that
was
would
just
have,
standing there and watching it, but you're like, it don't make sense because if that
because
bus
if
had got that window had gone through or somebody got hit,
we would have been there for these
we would have been there for
hours.
hours waiting for another
Yeah,
coach to like come. But if somebody gets injured, the police just stand by and let it happen, and you're like,
there was
I don't
literally a
understand.
guy. I can remember a guy literally shouting at the police saying, "Why not doing anything? Why just standing?" Because literally, I think it was all of them as well. Literally throwing rocks at the. I think they missed, but if they broke a window or I don't know a sharp rock hit a tire and it burst, I would have been there for at least 3 hours waiting for a new coach to come because it is
But
far from Nottingham to Fleetwood.
yeah, but if you think right, say if there was younger than I don't know, there was probably about 10, 11, or maybe a bit
Yeah,
younger. But imagine they throw a stone, hit somebody, and maybe that person ends up in a bad way, and then they're no
yeah,
longer with us.
yeah,
Then that person's that thrown that one stone has not only changed their life but then the person who went to a football match don't return because somebody threw in a stone. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And
And
obviously, it's been
I
over
just
the
don't get the mentality around the stuff like that.
yeah. I think everyone should return home after the game. I don't think no one should go there and not come back because
But
it's not
it's
nice to
that
see it.
simple. A stone hits somebody on the head,
Yeah,
wrong place. That's it. That's that.
concussion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think every fan that goes to a game should return home. It's not nice to see a fan go and not come back because you don't know how the people at home are feeling if he hasn't came back when they not what like if it's like a home game, for example, people at their home probably knows what time he normally gets back, and if they don't get back by that time, they're probably wondering what's happening to him. Also,
Yeah, I don't understand why you
or
think it
her.
was a good idea to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Right. Are we going to have a look? Are we going to give some score predictions for the weekend in League Two then?
yeah. We can do.
I say we've got Salford, Cheltenham, a Friday night. I think it's on Sky Plus. Might be wrong. There's only one way I can see this going, and this is a Salford win.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So
they'll probably beat them like 3-1.
yeah, 3-1. Yeah, I agree.
Then Saturday we got Barrow Fleetwood.
2-2.
I'm going to go 1-1. We've got Crew Swindon.
2-0 Swindon.
You're going 2-0 Swindon. I'm going. I want to go 1-0 Crew. But I just think Swindon. I'll beat them. I'll go 2-1 with Swindon. Barnet Colchester.
I think I've done all right with Colchester so far, so hopefully that continues. But I'm going to say 2-1 to Colchester.
I'm going to say 1-0 Barnet. Then we got Bromley Harrogate.
Ooh, 2-1 Bromley.
I'm going to go 1-0 Harrogate. Then we got Cambridge and Newport.
Ooh, that has 1-0 went to Cambridge, or a late
You,
winner.
you know what? I'm going to go say, I keep knocking things off my desk. I'm going to say 1-0 Newport.
I mean,
I just,
firstly, I was going to say 0-0, but I could just see a late winner happening. I could see it being Cambridge.
I feel sorry for a bit like Newport. I watched them a bit, and I'm like, you're not the worst. You know what I mean? I just think
Yeah.
the penalty that was given against them against MK Dons, I was like, no, I'm not sure that's a penalty.
No.
The second goal, they switched off from the corner for Patterson's winner. And it's like, if they didn't have switched off, they wouldn't have scored. Probably got a point at that. I just think they'll probably get a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
A Chesterfield Crawler.
I mean, I'm going to say this. I don't like to see Chesterfield. If they do win, Crew lose, I'm not going to be happy seeing them top of the league, so I'm going to go for a Crawley win 2-1.
See, I think they reacted well to losing against Gillingham. And back at home, they've got a good home record as well. So I'm going for maybe a 3-1 win to Chelsea. That pains me to say that as well.
Wow, I can't believe you said that.
Grimsby Bristol Rovers. I mean, we've got to talk about the
Oh,
never-ending
yes.
penalties from last night as well.
I thought I wasn't going to sleep. I thought I was going to stay up all night on TikTok Live.
Yeah. It was one of them where you got into sudden death and you were just hoping somebody would miss.
Yeah, and luckily, Man United did miss, and it was the saving grace that Grimsby won, because I knew Grimsby was going to win from the beginning. So.
But would you, if you was a Grimsby fan,
Yeah,
and you see likes of
Doncaster
Bradford,
getting Tottenham.
Bradford get Newcastle, a Doncaster get Tottenham,
away.
and you get Sheffield Wednesday away. Would you be a bit disappointed with that draw?
Yeah, because obviously they're coming back off a good win. Well, I wouldn't really call it a good win, but a win against Man United. Man United side, which you would think they're a good. Well, I mean, they were a good team in the past, so getting a win over them would be good. But so, I think most fans will probably expect the win over Man United now, really, from the ways that they've been playing. And by the way, Mark Goldbridge and Angry Ginge are.
Yeah, there was some proper meltdowns yesterday, weren't there?
Yeah, especially when Mark Goldbridge just went on lines where was it dead dog and goal? He moves quicker or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get quite funny.
So the Grimsby Bristol Rovers, are you going for? On what score?
I mean, no, I think they're gonna back them again. I think they're still unbeaten at home, so I think it's gonna stay that way. I'm gonna go for a Grimsby win 3-0.
See, I think.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna say Bristol Rovers gonna win 1-0.
I think when you have a cup, this is what happens. This is what comes with age. A lot of the time,
With age.
you'll beat somebody in the Little Woods, League Cup, Milk Cup, whatever you want to call it, right? And Carabao, Carling, Coca-Cola Cup, whatever it's been, the Simod Cup, whatever it's been named in all these years I've been on this earth, right? Is you'll get a lower league team, they'll win, they'll beat them, and then on Saturday it's like they'll play somebody who they're expected to beat but won't beat.
Yeah.
And it's like you get that higher beating an higher division club,
Yeah.
and you put so much into beating them. When it comes to the Saturday game, your energy levels aren't the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am going to go for Bristol Rovers.
1-0.
No, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I think if going back to that Sheffield Wednesday Grimsby, I can see that being a good game for fans because I think when every time I've watched Sheffield Wednesday this season, they're pulling up the fight, seeing the situation that they're in, playing their, let's say, kids, for example, mostly. They've been pulling up a good fight, and I didn't expect them to win against Leeds, to be honest. But I think, and also the goal that they got was a bit lucky. To be fair, I think the goalkeeper should have done a lot better. But yeah, throughout the times I've watched them, they've been all right. They've been pulling up a good fight, and I think they'll do. I think that'll be a good game to watch.
So we've got MK Dons Warsaw.
Oh, I could see MK winning. They're on good momentum. They'll keep on going. I think MK Dons will win that one now.
See, I disagree with you. I think
Oh, you're always
no,
disagreeing with me.
no, because didn't Warsaw? Forgive me not, but didn't last weekend Warsaw go and beat Grimsby?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you know what? I'm going for a 3-3 draw.
Wow.
I'm not even going to go into the reasons why or whatever. We got Oldham Gillingham.
I mean, whatever I say now is you can disagree with me.
No,
But I could see. You say Oldham versus who? Sorry, Gillingham.
yeah, Gillingham.
Yeah, I could see it being a draw, 1-1.
I mean, they've had 2 good wins, didn't they? They beat Chelsea in the midweek. I think that was like
Yeah,
4-1. They
yeah,
beat Crew 1-0 last Saturday.
yeah,
You know what? I think Oldham are still waiting for their first win, aren't they?
yeah.
I just think they might find it a bit of a trek to Oldham. You know what I mean? I think Oldham could beat them 1-0. Then we've got Shrewsbury Accrington.
I could see this being the Accrington win, 2-0, and I could see this being the end of Shrewsbury Town's manager.
That's not very nice. You know what? I think Shrewsbury will get the first win on the board.
See what I mean?
It's different opinions, isn't it? You know, if everybody agreed, can you imagine? Right, Angry Ginger in a room. Hey, Mark Goldberg in a room, right? Yeah, and they're agreeing on everything together.
Yeah.
And so, if football is opinion based, not everybody can be. Not everybody can be right all the time,
Yeah.
but it is opinions. Until them players get out on that pitch on a Saturday at 3 p.m. or R12 or 7:45 on a Friday night, no one knows. It's all opinions. We can all say, well, yeah, the form books say these are going to win. They're in cracking form. But until they get on that pitch, no one knows.
Yeah.
So I do think Shrewsbury Town will get the first win.
All right.
See, no one has faith. No one has faith in my abilities. No one has faith at all. It's shocking. Fixtures.
I can't see Shrewsbury getting to win, to be honest. But
And we've already
if that's
done
what you,
Notts Tranmere. So
if
that's
that's what you
all
want,
them games.
yeah. If that's what you want to believe, yeah,
No,
you
but
stick to it.
it is
Yeah,
opinion
yeah,
based.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like I could say, well, I don't rate Roos. I think Roos could go to Sainsbury's within his Necto card and still walk out with no points. You know what I mean? It don't make it. You might think, oh, he's the best goalkeeper ever because you're playing goal, but you could say, oh, he's a wicked goalkeeper.
I do not think that at all. I think the same as you, to be honest.
But then I think that same about our defence as well.
Yeah, me too.
I
They
mean,
couldn't get any points.
I won't let our defence take my dogs out for a walk because they lose the leads. You know what I mean? But sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's fine. People interrupt me all the time.
Oh, here's if he gives a guilt trip now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll be a good game and you'll enjoy going up to Tranmere, that long journey. Aren't you going to have a look around Anfield and Everton's new stadium as well?
Yeah, I am, because I looked on the maps on Wednesday. Apparently, Everton's new stadium's only 12 minutes away from Tranmere's, and then Anfield's only 16 away from Tranmere. So why not? Not Tranmere. Yeah, Tranmere. So why not just do? Well, not go inside, but just look around.
Yeah, go to the club shop, get a badge and that lot.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, not really. Not
You got
on the
to vent about?
No, not
I've
really.
got something to vent about.
Oh, here we go.
No, you know what? Right. I know we give referees a bad press, right?
Yeah.
But what about assistant referees, linesmen? I know you used to call them linesmen when I was younger.
Yeah.
But surely the standard of linesmen has got a hell of a lot worse as well.
Yeah.
You can have a player running down the wing, having his shirt pulled off, and the linesman's just looking at it and not giving anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going downhill.
But in that, but therefore, it's like they're frightened to give a decision.
And I want to know why every single time I watch Notts, we either get there's normally like either a bold referee or a bold liner.
Well, I don't know. I can't answer that one. But shouldn't the standard of refereeing be better for what?
I think the only reason why liners don't make like what they want, like if they know it's there and the referee's made a mistake, I don't really think they, because I think they're probably thinking in the head that they want to tell the ref, but then they don't at the same time because yeah.
But if you're having your shirt, you got a player running down that wing, having his shirt pulled off. It's nearly back in the changing room, right? His shirt, and the linesman's just like, no, not a free kick.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you there for? If you're not making a decision, then what are you there for? You don't see
also,
many linesmen now get penalties, do you?
No, and it's also like the offside goals and that stuff. Like the goals that they score were offside, but I don't want to give them for some reason.
Or they start putting the flag up and then they put it back down. What is that all about?
Going back to Warsaw last season when Warsaw scored their second, I believe. Because where I was sat last season, I could see the line. I could probably shout at him and he'd probably turn around and look back. It was literally, as soon as he scored, I saw the lino. So it was like that. I saw him do that and just put it straight back down. So, I mean,
you understand what I'm saying is like, if they're not going to make the decision, what's the point of them being there?
I mean, I think, if I can remember, I can't remember what team we played, but I said something to the liner. You know where I sat last year.
Yeah.
I said something to the liner. He kind of gave me that look, If you know what look I'm on about. Like turnaround, like yeah,
But it's not just like in League Two, is it? It's like in League One as well, the standard of refereeing.
yeah,
I don't know whether it's just in the women's game where they're getting rid of the like assessors at the
yeah,
matches,
yeah,
or whether that's going on into the men's game as well, where you used to have like, I don't know if it still happens, but you used to have an assessor in the stand
yeah, yeah.
marking things, making notes about the referee. Now, some of the referee performances I've seen last season, not necessarily this season, but last season, the
Yeah.
season before, how
I,
are
f-
some of these referees getting a game the following week?
I feel sorry for people, fans in the National League. 'Cause referees in there are even worse.
Yeah, they're all the same though, aren't they? They're all the same
Yeah,
because you'll get referees who go, I'll have one game midweek in the National League, then a game in the EFL on the Saturday.
yeah,
I do find it's annoying. It's annoying, especially if it's like a decision in where it's not clear cut. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because I say, if I know this is like way back now, pre-season. I think we were doing a watch around in like one of the German games. That is it FCK.
Yeah,
If you remember, that referee has kind of given the other team a lot of decisions their way.
yeah. He was given a lot of decision, but then you think, right? So refereeing's really bad in, say, National League, Leagues 1 and 2. You could even say in the Championship and even in the Premier League, even with VAR,
Yeah.
you get some bad decisions.
Mm.
Is it time then for Leagues 1, 1, 2, and 3 not only to, first of all, to get goal line technology, because we still don't have that, and I think that's something years after it was brought into the top flight, it should be available to Leagues 1, 2 at the Championship, but also
Yeah.
having some sort of like version of VAR.
I can agree with you that we need the goal line technology, but then I don't really like VAR, so yeah, I don't know.
But what if it was like a soft touch VAR?
Still VAR.
Yeah, I know, but do you think it'd create more problems? You'd have more players sent off.
Yeah, more prob. I don't know about the players, and I think it'll create more problems because you
But
like
say like when you get a penalty given on the same rules, because whether you're the Premier League or your League 1 or 2 or National League North and South, the rules for handball are all the same.
yeah. I mean, I think it will help in certain ways, but then obviously you look at it as a fan perspective. It's the time you're waiting there, waiting for that decision to the referee to make. So it's wasting a lot of time, and then that time to be added on at the end. It's just to make the game go like feel like it's going longer and quicker.
So then, so we go to the Wigan v Notts counter, the
Ah,
Carabao Cup game.
yeah,
Their player jumps over Palmer's leg. Normal speed, the referee gives it.
yeah,
Yeah,
mm,
you got VAR, and then the person looking at the footage says, "Go and have a look at the monitor," and that penalty is awarded.
yeah,
Then say there's no other goals in that game. Paul Mullin don't get to score against us again,
yeah.
and Notts go through on a penalty shootout.
Like, hmm, penalty shootout. Yeah,
Do you see what you know what I mean? So if you
I,
got
I,
here,
I get, I get that, but it's like helping in some ways, but then, yeah, it's just, I don't know.
but do you think if there was like a lighter touch of VAR where it weren't like every decision, it was like, say, goal mouth incidents or penalty thingy, or possible red cards, something like that. So it weren't everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But do you think it would have got overturned knowing that a lot of the referees who referee in the lower leagues would probably still make the same poor decision?
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't really watch the Premier League as much as like say what you do, maybe.
So on
But
Saturday, there's a Jody challenge, right?
yeah,
Say if you had another referee,
yeah,
the play was off the ground, it was out of control,
yeah,
and the referee gives them a yellow card, and then VAR says, go and have a look at it again. You know what I mean? It's like it could be you could have a yellow card turn into a red, a red card turned into a yellow. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So it
yeah.
swings and roundabouts, but I do think it's a dangerous sort of game to go down
Hmm.
because you're relying on another person to supposedly get the correct decision in it, but they don't always, do they?
No,
So you're a no then.
I, I don't know. It's like I think we need the goal line technology, yes, because some of the goals last season where we can all see the ball went in the back of the net, the referee said no play on, and yeah, but the way I think that I'm 50-50. I think it's bad and all, but from the points you're making, it's we need it really.
We could do with it. Here's another one.
Oh
And
no.
we're not talking about VAR now. We're talking about I remember the days when it was still only one side came out of the National League, the side what won it. And one side went down from the bottom division, which I can't remember if Lincoln went down that way or Wrexham. It was like 2002, I think it changed. 2001, 2002. It changed to like the two sides what come up, one automatic and then one through the playoffs. Before that, one side down, one side up. Do you think it's time now? We're in 2025 to
Yeah.
have a three up, three down.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
And who should make that decision? Should it be the FA, the FL, or the owners of the EFL clubs?
Uh, the FA.
So the FA should make that decision because understanding if they have a vote, it's going to be all the FA clubs. Now you're going to get clubs in the championship are going to think we're never going to be in League Two,
Yeah.
and then you'll get sides in a League One or we'll never be down bottom of League Two, and then you'll get the sides in League Two. Well, we're never going to go down, but they'd be more worried about going down because of financial implications, TV
Yeah.
revenue, and everything else. So I can't see many sides voting for it in League Two, but maybe more in like Leagues One and the sides what are supposedly comfortable in League One and in the Championship are voting for it.
Mm.
But I don't know. I think it is time we had three up, three down. I think it's unfair in the National League. Like when we were in the season we was with Wrexham, We could have gone out in the playoffs. Look at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
The Bournemouth. We
Yeah.
could have gone out. And then you got to do it
Yep.
all again the next season. So it
Yep.
should be 2 up automatic
Yeah.
and then 1 through the playoffs.
Because I'm gonna say the nickname Chezzy because I hate saying her name. Yeah. I know Chelsea went up as champions the year after, but obviously if they didn't do that and they get into the playoffs and obviously fail to go up again.
I know that year though there was Wrexham, Notts, Chesterfield. They was probably the most 3 strongest sides in that league.
Yeah.
And then the following season when Chelsea won the league, I
They
thought
weren't really in.
I thought the quality of the National League was a lot lower. Not taking anything on either won the league or everything else, but I just think they weren't that quality of team.
Did they go? Did they lose a game?
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, they did.
Was it a couple?
Yeah, I think so. They sort of went downhill after they got promotion, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think when Wrexham, Chesterfield, and Notts were in the National League, I think every team wanted to play us or get points against us. But after the season where us and Wrexham got up, I think there was really only Chesterfield that I could have seen winning that league that season because there was not really any team out of the National League then that probably could compete with Chesterfield because I didn't really see anyone winning the well competing really.
I mean that season in the National League, Wrexham, Notts pushed each other to that game where we played each other, didn't we?
Yeah, really.
You
Yeah.
know, weird.
I
Cameron
mean,
Scott with his missed penalty.
I know after that game we still tried to push it, but I think that game cost us that league title.
See, I
I think
disagree.
if
I disagree after that game when we missed that penalty. I think we started resting players and for the playoffs
yeah,
after that game.
but if we would have got, I think if we would have got a point out of that game, that point because I don't that point could have been crucial. If that Kevin Scott would have scored that penalty, that point could have been crucial.
Yeah.
But I think after that we started resting our players and slipped up a bit. But I think we're still like I think Wrexham was on 110, weren't we on 107?
Yeah.
Something like that at the end of the season. So yeah, I think if we could have got a point out of that game and still thought we were still in it, I don't think we was going to rest up. Maybe like rest some maybe towards the end if we're not going to guarantee, but like maybe those first 2 games after that Wrexham game, when we got a point, don't rest your players because Wrexham could have easily slipped up again after that.
You know
Because
what?
no team good. Yeah.
You know what though? I love Mark Stallard to bits, but I heard him and he says, "Oh, the bigger teams." And they mentioned Chesterfield. Now it was like implying that Chesterfield was a bigger team than us. That's how it came across, anyway. You listen, you go and listen to it, but I was like, surely Notts are bigger than Chesterfield. I'm not trying to rile any fans up, right? But like, we are bigger than Chesterfield. We've
Yeah.
got an higher. We must have an higher budget than Chesterfield have.
Yeah.
And you look at the quality of the players that Chesterfield have brought in through the summer, and it's just
Yeah.
like the recruitment seems to be letting us down a lot.
Yeah, sure. I think, yeah, we're definitely a bigger club than Chesterfield in that way. But and if Mark Salad, if you're watching this, we don't mean any of that.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not thinking. I just was like thinking, what did he mean by that, or was it like a slip of the tongue? Because you could have a slip of the tongue, can't you? You don't realize.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, so if
Chesterfield,
you're
the big like big sides. You know what I mean? So, well, aren't we a big side? You know what I mean?
yeah, and if you're listening, you was a good player for Notts. So.
Yeah. Apart from when you played for Bradford and scored at Wembley, so
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's a probably bigger club than Chesterfield, but
Yeah, but I think financially, like gates wise, like turnover wise as well. Do you
you
know what I
know,
mean?
'cause
And
I think,
probably player budget as well.
but the signings that Chesterfield are making, those are good signings. I think they're on like 2 and 3 year contracts as well, so decent players that they're signing. And I think Chesterfield, the way they're playing, will go up this year. Same with Vampedons. I'm not sure about the whoever will get that other space yet because I haven't really seen a team.
That one. That team will get it.
Uh, maybe. But you
Yeah,
know what I mean. I can't. For like the first 5 games. I can't really see it. I know Crew fans are going to probably come on, go at me saying they're top of the league, blah blah blah. But I can't really see Crew staying the way that they are. I don't really see them finding the momentum to carry on and staying top until the end of the season. I could see them just slipping.
So is it one of them cases of won 4 in a row and now they're going to lose 4 in a row?
Yeah.
And then what looked to DJ good afternoon. Then what started as a good season is quite quickly turns into a terrible
Yeah.
start to the season.
Yeah.
Because if you say you win your first 4 and you're on 12 points, but then you lose 4, and then you're on 12 points after 8 games, the 12 points don't sound as good, do they?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're gonna probably still be up there with 12 points, but yeah, you if you're winning 4, losing 4, it's not really good.
And always remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah.
That's how the saying goes. But it's going to be interesting season. I think it's way too early to say Notts are going to get relegated. It's too early to say that we're going to finish mid-table.
It's too
It's
early to say that Nats are gonna get promoted.
yeah, it's too early. It's too early
Yeah.
for all of that. I think we just got to be patient. And sometimes if you're led into a season, everything's underwhelming. At the end of the season, we could be pleasantly surprised because I don't think there's been one Notts County fan has said that I know of who's been shouting through the rooftop. This is our year. We're winning the league. We're going to League One. You know what I mean? It's been that signing's exciting. Oh, another
Yeah.
one. Yeah, excited again. So you haven't got the expectation around Notts fans. I don't think it's that high. You know what I mean? It's probably at an all-time low. Harry's falling
Yeah.
asleep. Did you know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah, still too early. 5 games in, can't really tell. And and yeah. I mean, hopefully by the end of the season, Notts will prove us wrong. And I wouldn't say win the league, but get the automatics. It'll be nice to win the league, but yeah.
It would. I think that is about it, isn't it? For this one. We'll be back
Yeah.
on Sunday night to talk about the didgeridoo, the Tranmere game. So I think the seats got to me this week. We're talking about the Tranmere versus Notts County game, the after reaction and all that lot. Tomorrow night we are on X and we are doing the all football show. So no matter what team
Yeah.
you support, tomorrow night at 6:45, come and talk about how
If,
you think your team's going to go get on.
if it's top of the league, I'm trying to. Who's top of the league in the Premier League?
I don't know. They've only got and they only played 2 games.
So I'm guessing it's either Liverpool or Arsenal. Yeah, don't matter if you're Liverpool, top of the league, or Premier League. It don't matter if you support Truro, bottom of the National League. Just come along and chat about your team.
Baseford United, whatever side you support, come to Elford Town, Ilkeston Town, men's or women's side tomorrow, 6:45 on X. This could be interesting. That's the first one we would do it of that. Monday night we do the EFL Fallout show. So can we talk about your team, your club's results
It'll be on
on
6:45
Harry's, won't it?
on X, the County Logs, which is mine on X Mondays, and then the Friday one's gonna be on Mark's X. I think it's called. What's it called?
I don't know. I've got to change it. I've got to change it.
No.
I've got to change my name on there. But it's my old
Oh,
gaming
just
one.
search up. I think if you just search up old school Notts County, I think you can find it.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Harry.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks for everybody who's been here as well. Thanks for everybody who's interacted, liked, shared, whatever. We should be back Sunday night with a preview, a post match, wasn't it? Post
Yeah.
match. Here it's going. It's way too hot. I need some more air conditioning in there. The studio lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 p.m. the Sunday evening. We'll talk about the Tranmere Notts game. How good we played, how bad we
How bad?
played. We could even blame the referee. The line's good. The corner flag, the goalpost, the bar, and everything else. But we shall
Yeah.
see you then.
Yeah.